He a hater, he watching the games. He think about paper, he plotting the scheme.
The No More Sleep executive lists are players that are going within the first 5 rounds. So average ADP within the first 5 rounds. Now, we're not going to tell you who to draft. At the end of the day, you need to like the guy that you're getting, because otherwise you will be reluctant to start that person. And if they drop the ball once, or if they don't give you the big game, all of a sudden you're upset, and you're not having fun. And fantasy is about having fun. It's also about winning, which is why our executive picks are based on objective strategy. So as an executives make many decisions per day, and they have to make informed decisions. So what we're doing for you is giving you the information so that you can make informed decisions. The person we want to talk about finished the year last year with 70 receptions, over 1,000 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Now, that's wide receiver 1 numbers, but it's not like top wide receiver 1 numbers. However, this person can break out and be in a top 5 this year, given the situation he's in. His name is Kenny Golladay. Kenny Golladay is not your super athletic guy. He's not agile in that sense, and he doesn't really have a burst. However, he's very efficient as a receiver. One, he does run a 4.5, and he's 6'4", so he has the height and he has the speed, and he does use it to his advantage. Secondly, he's also on a very good team when it comes to pass plays. So if you just look at last year, he was on the field 92% of the time, which means plenty of opportunity. He even ran in a slot position 24% of the time. So we know that they can move him around the field. Look at how he ranked last year. So he was in the top 20 for overall targets. He was top 20 for red zone targets. He was top 10 in routes per game. So 90% of the time he was running routes. He wasn't blocking. And he was top 20 in yards after catch. Those 4 stats alone is everything you're looking for in a receiver when it comes to fantasy, because you want opportunity, which is target share. You want the receiver to be able to catch the ball. He had a 78% catch rate. And you also want them to be on a team where the ball is being thrown most of the time, which is why 90% of the time he was running routes. The other thing to think about is Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford last year had an anomaly year. It's the first time that he went under 4,000 yards in a long time. Look, if you look backwards, in 2017, he threw for 4,400, 2016, 4,300, 2015, 4,200, 2014, 4,200, and the list goes on. He's never thrown under 4,200 yards until last year. So take that as an anomaly. You throw it out. You give him more passing attempts, and you're going to see more target share going towards Kenny Golladay. Not to mention Theo Riddick is no longer there taking steals, stealing receptions. So again, more to share for Kenny Golladay. The last thing we want to talk about is how he compares to other players. Now, again, this is about players that are going within the first 5 rounds, but some people that are going above Kenny Golladay are Adam Thielen, Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, right? And that depends on the draft that you're in, okay? So these ADPs, don't focus too much on that. At the end of the day, you have human beings drafting human beings, so things are going to go unpredicted. Now, if you look at the comparison between Kenny Golladay, Adam Thielen, Amari Cooper, and Keenan Allen, from a total reception perspective, Kenny Golladay had the least receptions. However, despite that, he still had the highest receiving average at 15.2. He had the highest receptions percentage for first downs, which are very important because first down plays extend the drive, and it allows your receiver to stay in. So that's probably why he ran so many routes. And he also had the highest yards over 20 plus yards. So the highest receptions over 20 plus yards, which is great for fantasy because that one catch could easily give you double points. So everything about him is screaming breakout year, top 5 receiver. He only had 5 touchdowns, which is insane to me because he was in the top 20 for red zone targets. So if he could just be more efficient in the red zone, do what he did last year with more targets, guaranteed he's going to be a good informed pick. So if Kenny Golladay is a guy you like, feel good about him because objectively on paper, it is an executive pick.
Get it, I got it. Get it, go get it, I got it.